James Clyburn, who is also Assistant Democratic Leader. Sir, it's good to have you here. I want to show everybody a quick look, the plan that we are expecting to see from Senate Democrats today, which does include a $1 trillion increase in tax revenue, more than $4 trillion in savings, but no deadline for a balanced budget spelled out, billions in defense cuts. Democrats have accused Ryan and the Republicans of starting with an uncompromising position. But when Democrats include tax revenue, sir, and defense cuts, aren't they basically doing the same thing, starting at a non-starting point?
Well, Thomas, first of all, thank you so much for having me. Look, I think that what we've got to do is get real here and think about what the future holds for this great country of ours. I would suggest that both sides, Democrats, Republicans, House and Senate, stop locking ourselves into this 10-year window. And that's what's given us a real lot of pain. Let's look at maybe a 20-year budget. I believe that the president did a 20-year budget the last time out. If we look at a 20-year window, most experts I talk to tell me that the big savings come in year 13, 14, and 15. So if we were to see a change in the trajectory going out to 20 years, I do believe this will give us much better definition for both sides to find some comfort levels. We're not going to get it in the 10-year period because we Democrats cannot afford to see these draconian cuts in so-called entitlement programs, and the Republicans can't seem to abide in a significant raise in revenue. So where will we get the revenue? We'll get it from growth in the economy, but if the growth is not going to take place until years 12, 13, 14, and 15, why not incorporate that in our budget discussions? And I really believe we'll find some common ground upon which to build a budget going forward.
Congressman, as you say, you're optimistic about finding common ground. The White House, though, having a little bit of egg on its face, having to play defense after a report in the National Journal that quoted an anonymous senior White House official as calling the president's visits to Capitol Hill a joke. I want to play what Jay Carney had to say in response to that yesterday.
I have no idea who said that. But I can tell you that opinion has never been voiced in my presence, in the president's presence, in the West Wing. It does not represent the president's view.
So the president is meeting with House Republicans this afternoon. Is anyone really taking seriously the outreach that the president is doing? Are your colleagues on the Hill looking at this and recognizing that the president is trying to engage in coming together on a consensus?
Oh, yes, we are. I don't know who may have said that, but let me say to that person, this ain't no joking matter. It's nothing to laugh at here. We're talking about the future of this country. We're talking about the education of our children. We're talking about the security and safety of our senior citizens. We're talking about trying to get our economy growing again. This is not a laughing matter, and we ought not be throwing away those kinds of comments.
Congressman James Clyburn, sir, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I want to move on to develop